We're bummed, man. It's one of those things where it sucks to be so close again and come up short. But Stanley talked to us and just said we got to work. We're not working like we want to win. We think we are, but other guys out here, we think we're working, but we're really not. So that's so great that he acknowledged that. Just got to put our head down and then keep grinding it out.
Trey, how do you keep this team together?
It's just one of those things where guys can't quit. This isn't the greatest start, that we wanted, having the game canceled and then losing your first two games close. That's not how you want to start, but you can't quit. We got 9 games left, possibly a 10th game. So, we just got to keep building on the little things, and the little things are coming back to get us. If we're in practice and the guy says go 5 yards and we're going 4.5 yards, that's not good enough. That's where we're coming up short in practice. We're going to start coming up short in the game, just like today and last week. It's little things that we got to take care of.
How do you guys clean up the penalties? You had a lot the first 2 games.
We just guys got to be a lot more tuned in. I think we're letting our emotions run a little bit too high. I think guys are trying to make the splash play instead of just doing their job, doing the technique that they're taught. I think it's just one of those things where we got to be under control, and we can't just lose our mind and because it's a great atmosphere, but you can't just go crazy out there. You have to be calm, in control, and know what your assignment is.
Where are the heads at all the guys in the locker room right now?
Again, it sucks to lose, period. It's never one of those things where you're going to walk out happy. It's never one of those things where you're going to be, upbeat and stuff like that. But, it's a lot of positives to build from it. And I know that we came up short, but there's things, again, the little things we got to clean up. Just small little things that if we clean that up, the sky's the limit for us.
Scott said he challenged the team to either buck up or quit. How do you think the team responded to that?
That's how it is. Things go wrong, things don't go your way. You can't. We want guys that want to do it. We want fighters. You always want somebody that can fight, because if guys are folding, you don't want to be out there with them because they'll just quit when things get tough again. So, it's one of those things where he's challenging us, just, be a team, come together. Things aren't going right. This is where all the summer workouts and all the fall camp, how we grind together and all that, that's where this comes into play right now.
How does this compare to the first couple games in 2016?
It's a whole different atmosphere, different teams. I feel like 2016 we played teams weren't as great. These teams that we're playing, they're good teams. Colorado, they had good skill players everywhere. Troy had some good skill players everywhere. And I think when teams are matched like that, it's going to come down to little things, the penalties, the blocking the backs, giving up punt returns for touchdowns, stuff like that. Just things that you kind of might overlook in practice or overlook during the week. Those are the things that come back to bite you. So, we just got to clean it up, and we'll get back to work on Monday.
Lamar got the pick. Do you guys feel like the secondary has improved just from last week to this week?
We did, but there was a lot of plays that we left out there. It's one of those things where we feel that in our group that we win games and we lose games. So we took this game on our shoulders. There's a lot of things we could have did better, a lot of plays that we could have made that they might have looked good on that, but we could have had picks, a lot of that stuff. So it's just one of those things where, yeah, we're improving, but we need to start turning some of these PBUs, some of these tackles in the turnovers, and I think that's the main thing we should work on in our unit.
All those details that you mentioned, is that something that it comes from coaching? Does it come from internal coaching, from players, or how do you clean up all those details?
Again, it's a collective unit thing. Coaches are going to grill us in practice, but they're not the ones on the field. The players got to be. We're on the ones on the field. So if we see somebody slacking in practice, or if I'm slacking in practice, I need guys to come up and say, "Hey, you're slacking. Let's go, pick it up." And that little thing, that's where you start knowing. If guys are just letting it slide, and then they're letting the shortcomings happen, that's where when we get on Saturday, guys are going to let it slide, and then we're going to be short in the games every week. So we just got to clean it up like that.
I feel like it's been okay up until now in terms of accountability and getting those details, or can it improve?
Yeah, exactly. We can always improve, and it's one of those things where just even if taking 2 more steps, if we're bursting the ball on defense, we're just training our bodies just to take 2 more steps. If we can get that out of us, that'll make us a better team, a better unit. Offensively, execution, just stuff like that. We're always trying to win the turnover battle. When you lose it, Coach Frost said, it's very hard to win a game when you're losing the turnover battle. So even though the offense is getting turnovers, we got one today, and then the fumble recovery on punt, we just got to keep getting more, get the ball back to them, because those guys, they can score when they want. The only reason they're stopping themselves. It's not like the defense is stopping them. They're stopping themselves.
You talked about defensive communication last week. You feel like that got better today?
Yeah, I think, as a unit, we communicated a lot better. There were some formations where I think guys, we didn't see it. So, they were kind of a little bit panicky. That's just one of those things where I just try to tell them, we just got to call something and play it, You know, it doesn't. Coach Chin says it doesn't matter about the X and O's. It's about the guys out there, the Jimmy and Joes out there doing it. You know, we can make the wrong calls all day, but if we're out there flying around, you know, it'll make up for it.
This is kind of new to you, being undefeated last year. How do you help? How do you react to going 0-2, and how can you help with your background of being a UCF last year?
I mean, you know, winning and losing is a part of the game. I never expected to win every single game I came into college. You know, I knew there would be bumps in the road. I knew that there would be things that we had to work on and shortcomings that we had. So it's just one of those things where, you know, you got to grind it out, man. It shows what you're made of. You know, starting off 0-2, that's the worst way we could have started. But, you know, it's a blessing in disguise for us also. You know, we got to see what we're made of as a team. You know, we don't want to start off 2-0 and then lose the rest of the games. You know, if this is what it takes for us to win the rest of the games, and this is a great way to start the season. So we just got to keep working as a team.